Today's video is going to be a complete step-by-step guide to show you how you can start an AI business with Google AI Studio. So you are welcome.
Welcome to KCK, where dreams take flight. Making money online, tech and sights so bright. Subscribe and stay, let's journey on. Together we'll shine from dusk till dawn.
The business we are going to start up today using Google AI Studio is a t-shirt business. So I want you guys to sign up in Google AI Studio and you catch me over here. Okay, I want us to work together. Like you can see over here, it says, welcome to AI Studio. Now, all you have to do is to input a prompt. So I already have something ready, and this is what we are going to be using. So it says 7 profitable t-shirt niches. I can start right now in 2025 based on current trends, seasonality, and social media virality. So you're going to click on this option that says run, and this AI is going to generate for us ideas and trends that we are going to be using in today's video. These are the different niche ideas that this AI has generated for us. So you're carefully going to go through them and you see which one you want to focus on. So down here, it also provides for you key success factors for any niche. You can give yourself time and go through these as well. It will be really helpful for you. So let me choose one particular one to work with. So I'm going to go with number 1, which is AI and tech. So it shows you down here the trend, what's trending, like AI is exploding. Then it shows you the seasonality. It shows you that this trend is evergreen. Then AI and tech niche is evergreen. Then it shows you the virality, also why this particular trend or this particular niche is profitable. So you have to give yourself time. Like I said, you go through these before you get started. Now I'm going to input a new prompt over here. So it says like this. I like idea number 1. Can you come up with 10 t-shirt text ideas? Include text to image prompts for each to bring out the best visual designs. So I'm going to go ahead and run this to see what results it's going to give me this time around. These are the text ideas and image prompts that this AI has generated for us. Like you can see, if you feel like these are too long, you can go ahead to ask the AI to shorten them. Like you can see, I have a shorter version as well. So whichever one you want to use, all you have to do is to copy this really well. So I'm just going to highlight everything, copy, and then I'm going to head over to my Google Docs and paste it over here for easy access. Now you are going to open a new tool which is known as Canva, and this is what is going to bring our ideas to life. So I sign up really fast and you catch me over here. So when you look at the Canva interface, you will see this option that says Canva AI. It's a new feature, and this is what we are going to be using to bring our designs to life. So if you cannot access it over here, you can click down here. There is an option still on the left that says Canva AI. So you're going to click on that option and it's going to open up a new workspace like you can see. So you're going to select this option that says create an image. This is what we are going to be using. Then you're going to select the style if you'd like a particular style. There is a variety of styles over here, but I want the AI to think for us based on the prompt we provide. So I'm not going to choose any settings, but there is different styles if you want a specific one. Okay, so let's also go ahead to change the aspect ratio. Like you can see, there is different aspect ratios, but for this video, let's go with the 1:1. Okay, so I'm going to select this option. Now all we have to do is to go back to Google Docs and collect one prompt at a time. So let me start with option 1. I'm just going to highlight everything just like this, copy, and then I'm going to go back to Canva AI and paste it over here just like this. Then after that, you're just going to click on this submit button to see what results this AI is going to generate for you. Also, if there is a specific image or design you'd like the AI to copy from, you can click over here on the plus button and you'll add from your media or recently used images. There is that option as well. But in this case, let's just use the AI only, and we click on submit, sit and wait until it's ready. These are the generations that this AI has made for us. And like you can see, I had to regenerate a few more times to make sure that I have the best of everything. So like you can see, some images have the text written on it and then the others don't. So you can easily edit that as well. Now let me choose a random image to show you how. So let's take this one over here. So I'm going to click on it just like that. And like you can see, it opens up a new workspace over here. And down here, they ask you, what would you like to change? So I'm going to input a prompt that commands this AI to make changes to my background and also add text to the image. So let me click and paste the prompt over here. Then after that, I'm just going to click on generate to see what results this AI is going to generate for us. This is what it has come up with, and I think it did an amazing job. Like you can see, it tried to make the background more clear and then it put the text. So there is another way to edit this, and I'll show you guys later on in the Canva editor, because I want to remove some of the text like judging you, this extra original slogan text. I want to get rid of all of that. You can go back and use the same technique I showed you guys to correct the image, but there is another simpler way to do it, and I'm going to show you how. But let's first continue and generate a few more designs before I show you all those details. By the way, if you're already finding value in this video, I kindly request you to support the channel by liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on content like this. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below and I'll be able to answer them as soon as I can. Thank you very much, and let's proceed. Like you can see right now, I'm going back and forth, copying the prompts from my Google Docs to the Canva AI and generating the images. Also, if you want to get similar results, I've left the prompts in the description down below for you guys to try out. Now that we are done, let's go through the images that we just generated and we see how they turned out like. I like this. Look at it. Everything looks so good. Okay. And with these generations, I only had to do it once. I didn't have to regenerate. Like you can see, this also looks amazing. It came out really good. I like the concept, everything. Look at that. I love this so much. I love this very, very much. You can also let me know in the comment section down below which of these generations you think came out better. It will also be nice for me to confirm that I'm not just talking to myself. Okay. Okay, let's proceed. So I'm going to choose one of these two. I like these two the most to show you more edits in Canva. So you're going to click on this option just like that, or you can click straight on the edit option and then you're going to click on open in edit. It will then bring you over here, and the first thing you'll see up here are the colors. So you'll be able to change these colors to whatever color you want. For example, let's click on the background color. Let's say we want to change it to let me choose randomly, maybe like to this color. Like you can see, it automatically changes. Let's try a different color and we see it turns to blue, like you can see. So you're going to go over these different colors and you change them to whichever color you want. The other way to have access to more editing tools is to click on this option that says edit, and then you're going to go ahead. Let's start with the text. Okay, so like you can see on the text over here, the word fueled is not spelled really well. This W is supposed to be a U. So what we are going to do is to click on grab text, and then we are going to wait for that to process, like you can see. Then once it's done, we are going to click on this option that says click. Okay, so if you want to grab all the text in the image, you select that option as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and click, and then I'm going to click on grab. Then I'm going to give it time until it's ready. Once it's done, you'll see that now we have full access on the movement of the text. Okay, so let me show you how to clean up this first. You're going to go back, okay, select the image just like this, and then you're going to click on edit once again. So this time we are going to get the magic eraser to remove the excess designs that were not grabbed really well. So I'm just highlighting everything that I want to get rid of, just like that. Then I'm just going to click on erase, and that way it's going to be erased, like you can see. So now let's move back our text over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out this upper text because I want to change it to a different font style. So check the wordings, make sure everything is as you want it to be. And if there is any mistakes, all you have to do is to click over here. Then you'll be able to delete, okay, the font in any way. For example, like you can see, I removed the C and it worked. Okay, so let me put that back. Coffee fueled crisis. So the word crisis is not spelled really well. So I'm going to go ahead and add a C over here at the beginning. So like you can see, the shading over here has hidden the beauty of the text. So I'm going to push the text over this side, just like this. Okay, you can make it even smaller to fit really well in this dark space over here. So like you can see now, you have more options to edit. Now here it's an a capital A, there was a capital A and then a question mark. So what I'm going to do is to come over here to the text box, and I'm going to choose this add a heading option over here, just like that. Then I'm going to type in, okay, A and then the question mark. Okay, so let me put the question mark as well. I'm going to drag the text and move it upward, just like this. I'm going to go ahead to find a font style that I would like to use. So let me just go through these different ones. Let me just choose this one for an example. So like you can see, I'm just going to zoom it in just like that so that I can make it bigger. Okay, just like that. So like you can see, we've not lost our concept. We are still having the same design, but just switching up things. Also, the same goes to this. If you have brand colors and you want to focus on your brand colors, you can go ahead to highlight and then you'll choose for the particular font style you want to use over here. Okay, you can also change the font color if you want to. I'm just going to highlight this just like this. Then I'll click on this text color option. I'll go through the different colors and select whichever one I want to use. Let me try the red one and we see what that looks like. So like you can see, you can also add effects to it. All you have to do is to highlight again. Then you're going to come up here. You'll select the effects option. Then you will go through the different effects available. So let's try the background effect, and then we can turn that to a different color as well. Let's go on to find a different color. So you're just going to click on this option just like that. Then you'll change it to any color you want, be it yellow, red, any color, like I said. Okay, so let's leave it at yellow just like that. Let's go ahead and make it smaller just like this. So if you notice, this image was cut off. Okay, so it doesn't look really good. So now let me show you another thing you can do. Okay, so you're going to click on the image option just like that, and then you're going to click on this edit option once again. So this time we want to go with magic grab. Okay, so you're going to click on magic grab and it's going to open for you all the images that are in this design. So in particular, I want this one over here alone. So I'm going to use the brush option because once I use the click, it clicks the entire image. Okay, so I'm going to be using a brush to highlight the spaces that I want to take out, or the design that I want to take out. So I'm just going to highlight this design just like this. Make sure I get everything. Be careful on the corners. If you need to make your brush smaller, you can do that. You go and reduce on the size. So like you can see, I'm trying to get everything carefully. Okay, just like that. So we are going to click on grab. Okay, it's now movable like you can see over here. So let's go ahead and delete it. Okay, I'm going to change actually the color of this font to black. Okay, I think black will do well. Also red was good, but let's be working with black in the meantime. Once again, I've gone ahead to change the font style of this, and like you can see, it looks great. So I want us to compare both images and we see which one we want to move forward with. So let's click over here, okay, to view both images. So this is the first one that we've edited. Okay, like you can see, that's what it looks like. And then this is the original image that AI generated for us. So which one do you think looks better in your opinion? Please let me know in the comment section down below. We are now set, but the text wasn't making sense. So I had to go back to my original text and check what exactly it was saying. So the slogan said AI and coffee fueled crisis. So I had to go back and fix that, like you can see. So right now it's time for us to download this image, and then we are going to insert it onto a mockup. But before we do, I want to show you something. So we are going to be using Printify, which is one of the largest or the biggest print on demand platforms out there. And we are going to come over here after signing up. So we are going to choose the option of catalog. So under catalog, you're going to choose t-shirts, okay? Just like this, you'll click over here, and then they're going to bring you a variety of templates that you can work with. So you're just going to go through them and choose which one you want to work with. Like you can see, there is different options over here. So you'll go ahead to click on that, just like this. Then you're going to go ahead to click on this button that says start designing. Okay, the very first thing I want you to look at over here is the print area size. Okay, it says 3600 by 4110 pixels. So you're going to go back to your Canva design, and then you'll click on resize. Then you'll choose custom size, then you'll import the size. So this is going to be the right size for the design that we saw. So if you're going to work on other print on demand products, for example, like hoodies, let's say mugs, the sizes vary depending on the product you've decided to work on, even depending on the print on demand platform that you've chosen to use. Okay, so let's go ahead and download this. Click on the share button, then you're going to click on download. Okay, we are going to download this as a PNG. So you're going to click on download once again, then you'll give it time to download. You'll go back to Printify, and what you're going to do, you're going to go to this option that says upload. So you're going to click on that option over there, then you'll click on your device. Okay, then you're going to find your design. So it's over here. I'm going to click on it just like this. I'm going to give that time to upload. Once it's done, you'll see that the design automatically fits onto the print area size. Okay, like you can see. So on the right, there is an option of colors. So you're going to click on those variants, and then you're going to go through the different colors available. You'll try the design on these colors, and then you'll select which exactly do you want to use. So I want us to try it on a black t-shirt, okay, to see how it looks like. Once you're done, you can click on this option of preview to see what it looks like on a mockup. Okay, guys, I personally think that it came out great. Like you can see, this is what it looks like on the front. So there is the back option, but that is plain, so we are not going to go through that. Let's look at it while it's folded. That's what it looks like, and I love it. Then let's look at it on person one. That's what it looks like. That looks great. Then on person two, looks amazing. Person three looks great. Person three, left sleeve, looks nice, fantastic. So all you have to do here is to download the mockups one by one, and then you can advertise your t-shirt designs on different social media platforms to have a better audience buying your stuff. Also, if you're planning to sell your t-shirts on Printify, you're just going to save your product, and then you'll go ahead to set up your Printify store, and you start making money online. Okay, so guys, with all that being said, this brings us to the end of today's video. If you found value in this video, I kindly request you to support the channel by liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on content like this. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below, and I'll be able to answer them as soon as I can. Thank you so much, guys, and see you in my next one. Bye.